Yum, yum, yum. Oh, this is so good. I love an Italian pasta dish with fresh sausage, but have you ever looked at the ingredients on that sausage? Processed, high sodium, something you want to avoid if you have kidney disease or heart disease or looking for a low sodium diet. So today I am making a rich, creamy Italian dish that does not use processed sausage. We're using chicken, and we're going to teach you how to make that chicken taste like sausage without all the processing, without all the salt. Stay tuned. I'm Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board-certified kidney doctor and the cooking doc. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We're getting back in the kitchen, in my new kitchen. What do you think? And we're going to make a delicious dish. This is cozy, and it fits into a heart-friendly and a kidney-friendly lifestyle. You may have to adjust some of the ingredients if you're looking for a low-potassium dish, but for everybody else, it's perfect. Let's get going. So in order to make a dish taste good without all the processing and the sodium, you need to have a base of flavors. So we're using some aromatics, 1 chopped onion, and a package of sliced mushrooms. Not a surgeon, but know how to use a knife, as long as it's not on body parts. Mushrooms are going to give you tons of that umami flavor. And if you want to cook healthy, umami is the key to developing flavor without salt. I'm also going to use a ton of spices today. We opened up the whole spice cabinet to make this taste good. Okay, let's go over to my brand new induction cooktop. Can you guess the seasonings? So let's start developing some of this flavor here. First step in developing that sausage flavor is fennel seeds. We're going to toast them. Now, you think that that sausage flavor just comes naturally. It doesn't without that processed stuff. So we've got to toast those fennel seeds. Boy, you can smell them. It smells a little like licorice, which I can't stand licorice, but it's good in the sausage. You hear that buzz? That's the one thing about getting used to an induction oven. It's going to buzz. Look at those seeds. Seeds are going to toast a little bit, get just a little brown, and then we're going to crush them. I haven't gotten the hang of shaking things on the induction cooktop because it shuts off when you lift it up. I just kind of do that. Anybody got any induction cooktop tips? Pass them along. These are toasty. All right, we're going to set those aside and crush those later. Now let's start cooking. And heat up some olive oil and add our onion. Let that cook down and then add our mushroom. Now, if you have kidney disease or heart disease, this is the way you want to be cooking. Lots of onions, garlic, mushrooms, less prepackaged foods. While that's all cooking down, we're going to crush the fennel seeds. Back of the knife works just as well. Smells like sausage. That was weird. Not only are these mushrooms going to soak up all the flavor, but they are going to add a meaty texture to things. Then we add the chicken and all the spices and let it caramelize and crisp up a little on the bottom. This is where we develop more flavor. Chicken. Okay. If you're sick of chicken like I am, this is a great way to mix it up. Sage, thyme, red pepper flakes, smoked paprika, garlic powder, nutmeg. You notice this takes extra steps rather than slicing up pre-cooked sausage or using pre-made ground sausage. So to get healthier, you have to work a little harder. This is one of those recipes I love to tell my patients to try at home. We're going to crank it up. We're also going to add some ground pepper, and I know what you're thinking. What kind of home cook or chef worth his salt uses a pre-bought pepper grinder and doesn't have his own? Well, I've wondered the same thing myself. Somebody wants to send me a pepper grinder. I need it. Once that chicken is cooked through, we add more things to bring flavor. And this is where I know some of you are saying, these ingredients don't work with my kidney healthy diet. Why are you adding so many high potassium foods to this dish? And it's a great question. One thing we're using is fire roasted tomatoes, and tomatoes are high potassium. We're using 2 cans, and if you want to lower the potassium in the recipe, only use 1. We're also using tomato paste, another high potassium food. You can cut it down if you don't want to use quite so much. And later we're going to add 2 big things of spinach. And if you want to cut down the potassium in the recipe, guess what? Use less. Use only 1 instead of 2. Or don't use any spinach at all. Still will be delicious. Chicken stock, bay leaf, tomatoes, and tomato paste. Forgot to add that crushed fennel in, so adding it a little late. Bring that to a boil, let it simmer down for about 25 minutes. Guess the artist on the Simmer Down song. Bob Marley. Tomato paste hack. Don't buy those containers of tomato paste unless you need a huge amount for your recipe. Buy a tube instead. I find they taste better, plus much easier to store. Use a little bit at a time. Adds a lot of good flavor. All right, let's finish up this pasta. Smells here are fantastic. Now comes the spinach. High potassium food. May need to limit it if you have advanced kidney disease. But for those of you who have not been told you need a potassium limit, dump it in, baby. Look at this. Add 5 ounces, let it wilt. Sometimes I'll add a whole nother package of spinach in there, but today I'm going to leave it for people that may need to eat a lower potassium diet, and you can see that it's still going to be good. We're going to turn off that heat, and we're going to make it a meal. All right, we ready for it? We're going to take some pasta. Now, I'm using a gluten-free, high-fiber pasta. Then we're going to put sauce right on top. Look how pretty. Now, this makes 8 small servings with beautiful colors. And then to finish it off, I'm going to put a little dollop of ricotta cheese right on top. Give it a little creaminess. A few sprinkles of red pepper flake. Is that not beautiful? You are not going to believe how delicious this is. This is your substitute for sausage pasta, much less sodium, much healthier. Watch the potassium. If you have advanced kidney disease, you can mix things up a little bit. Watch this. Wow. Creamy, tasty, hits all the flavors, umami. You're not going to miss that processed sausage at all. And if you notice, I never use the salt shaker. Now, of course, there's a little salt hidden in those tomatoes and in the meat in general, but very low sodium dish. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board certified kidney doctor and the cooking doc. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Check out this full recipe on my website, cookingdoc.com. Check out my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a Modern 10-Step Guide to Preventing and Managing Kidney Disease, and I will see you next time.